Good morning, YG, and welcome to our virtual Sunday school. I am Sister Mel, and I'll be bringing forth the Sunday school lesson today. And the title of the lesson today is Presence versus Presence. So take a second to think about what you think that means. Presence versus presence. So, of course, we're in the month of December, and this is usually everybody's favorite time of year and upcoming holiday, which is Christmas. And why do we love Christmas so much, especially when you're young kids? We love it because we know we're going to get gifts. Everything that we've been asking our parents for all year that they've worked hard for, we know it's going to be under that tree. And on Christmas Day, we're going to be able to unwrap and get so much joy from getting the things that we asked for, right? Right. So that's a materialistic presence. So now we're going to talk about presents or gifts that God has freely given us, right? So when we were born, God had already implanted these gifts inside of us. You have to figure out which one you have so that you can do it well and activate it in God. So Romans chapter 12, starting at the 6th verse, is we're about to name all the gifts that God has given us. In His grace, God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well, okay? So that means that when we do things for God, we can't do it half-heartedly. We can't not really want to do it just because we don't feel like it. We have to take ourselves out of the equation, and we have to do it in excellence for God, okay? So He gave us these gifts for doing these things well, okay? So if God has given you the ability to prophesy, speak out with as much faith as God has given you, okay? So prophecy is one. If your gift is serving others, serve them well. Another gift is serving. If you are a teacher, teach well. Another gift is teaching. If your gift is to encourage others, be encouraging. Encourage your brothers and sisters, even if they're not saved. Encourage them, okay? If your gift is, encouraging others, be encouraging. If it is giving, give generously. Give. And that doesn't always just mean money, you know. You can give of yourself and give of your time, you know, to help other people, donate to others. If God has given you leadership ability, take responsibility seriously, okay? Give it your all. And if you have a gift for showing kindness to others, do it gladly. Be kind. So these are gifts that God has already given us. We didn't have to ask Him for it. We didn't have to beg for it. We don't have to cry for it. We don't have to, have you been a good girl or a bad girl all year? None of that. God has given us these gifts already inside of us, and it's up to us to do them and to do them well. So those are our gifts from God. So then we have our gifts versus, our presence versus presence. So what is presence, right? With the C and the E at the end, presence. So that's us being able to feel God's presence, okay? And seeking God's presence. So one scripture says, every good gift, and this is James chapter 1, verses 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and it comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning. So that means that God is the ultimate gift, okay? He is the best gift that we could have. Being in God's presence and being able to feel God and just know God, He's omnipresent, right? So that means that He's always here, He's always there, He's always listening, He's everywhere, right? He's omnipresent. So being able to feel God's presence and be in His presence is the best gift that we could ever have, right? Because when you're in God's presence, there's fullness of joy, right? So all we want is that joy, that wholeness, that oneness with God. That means that we have a strong relationship and connection with God. So presence versus presence is our title. So let's keep in mind that this holiday season is not just about getting gifts, okay? But it's also about giving gifts, okay? It's better to give than it is to receive. So let's not just look for what we can have on Christmas Day, but let's be a help to others, and let's be kind to others and encourage others and give the gifts that God has given us. We can share it with the world, be a light to the world, okay? See you later. you.